Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10th in your school. In this video lecture, we will study some more types of questions in chapter number 4, quadratic equations. In last video lecture, we have studied some objective type questions. Here in this video lecture, we will study some more types of questions for the better understanding of the concept of chapter number 4, quadratic equations. Before starting it, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Daily practice and hard work is the key of success. Similarly, daily revision of the concept helps in understanding the concept more clearly. So let us come on the recapitulation of quadratic equations. We know that any equation which is written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is called as quadratic equation. Any equation which is written in this form is called as a standard form of quadratic equation. Here the variable has highest degree is 2. That's why it is called an quadratic equation. We have also done the methods of solving the quadratic equation. There are three types of methods: factorization method, completing the square method and quadratic formula. We have done two methods, factorization method and quadratic formula, in last previous videos. Here completing the square method has been omitted from our syllabus. In this slide here we will recapitulate about the nature of roots, which is depend on the discriminant of the quadratic equation. When the discriminant is greater than 0, so always we get the real roots. When the discriminant is equal to 0, so always we get the real and equal roots. And when the discriminant is lesser than 0, means when the discriminant is coming negative, so we do not get the real roots, means our roots are not real. So here is the recapitulation of the nature of roots, which will help us in solving the questions. So let us come in solving very short answer type questions. Such questions comes in the category of 1 mark. Some sample questions will help you to understand this concept, that how to solve very short answer type questions frequently. So let us come on question number first. If the sum of roots of quadratic equation ax square minus 5x plus 11 equals to 0 is 15, find the value of a. Here first of all we know that there are two roots of a quadratic equation because the variable has highest power is 2. So we consider that alpha and beta are the two roots of the quadratic equation. In the question it is given that the sum of roots is 15, so it means we write alpha plus beta equal to 15. We know that the sum of roots relation, which we have studied in our polynomial chapter number 2, that sum of roots of a quadratic polynomial is given by alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Here b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. So here we put the value of alpha plus beta minus b by a. In that equation we get minus b by a equal to 15. Here the coefficient of x is minus 5. So on putting the value of b and a in that equation and on solving, here we get a equal to 1 by 3. So let us come on question number 2. Find the roots of the equation 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equals to 0 by factorization method. Our quadratic equation is 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equals to 0. Here we have to apply the factorization method. It means we have to apply the middle term splitting method. So here on applying that method, finally we get the factors 2x plus 1 into x minus 3 equals to 0. And finally we get the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equals to 0 as x equals to minus 1 by 2 and x equals to 3. So let us come on question number 3. If b equals to 0, c is lesser than 0 in the quadratic equation x square plus bx plus c equals to 0, what is the nature of roots? Here b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term. So here for finding the nature of roots, we have to find the discriminant. We know that the discriminant is given by b square minus 4ac. On putting the value of b equals to 0, in that equation. Finally we get d equals to minus 4c. Now in the question it is given that the constant term, which is c, is lesser than 0. It means when c is lesser than 0, so c is negative. C is negative. So we take the value of c as minus c. So on putting that value in the equation, d equals to minus 4c. Finally on solving we get 4c. So here we can see that our d is coming equal to 4c, which is a positive value. When d is positive, which means our discriminant is positive, it means it is greater than 0. So in that case roots will be real and distinct. So our answer is real and distinct roots. So let us come on question number 4. If x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0, then find the value of x plus 1 upon x. Here in the answer it is 2. But how? So let us come on the reason. Here our given quadratic equation is x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. On applying the middle term splitting method which you have studied, here we find that the value of x equals to 1 or x equals to 1, which are the equal roots. So we can take any value x equals to 1. So on putting that value in the equation x plus 1 upon x, so here we get the value of x plus 1 upon x equals to 2. That's why our answer is 2. So let us come on question number 5. If the equation x square plus 4x plus k equals to 0 has real and distinct roots, find the value of k. Here in the answer it is given that the k should be lesser than 4. When the value of k is lesser than 4, then the given quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus k equals to 0 has real and distinct roots. But how? As in the question it is given that the given quadratic equation has real and distinct roots, it means discriminant should be greater than 0, and we know that our discriminant is given by b square minus 4ac. So we can write as b square minus 4ac greater than 0. On putting all the values here, on solving we get 16 minus 4k is greater than 0, and finally we get on solving 4 is coming greater than k, or k is lesser than 4. It means when the value of k is lesser than 4, then given quadratic equation has real and distinct roots. Let us come on question number 6. The nature of the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus 5 equals to 0 is dash. Here we have to find the nature, so we have to find the discriminant, because only by finding the discriminant we can find the nature of a root. So here our discriminant is given by d equals to b square minus 4ac. On putting the value of b, a, c, here we can see that on solving we are getting the value of d equals to minus 4. It is coming negative. It means our d is lesser than 0 because discriminant is negative. When the discriminant is lesser than 0, it means roots are not real. So our answer is roots are not real. So let us come on true false. Write whether the following statements are true or false. Justify your answer. Question number 7. Every quadratic equation has exactly one root. Its answer is false. In reason it is given that a quadratic equation has two and only two roots. But how? We have studied that in the chapter number 2, polynomials. A quadratic equation is also called as a quadratic polynomial, because when a quadratic polynomial is equal to 0, so we get a quadratic equation. So we know that in a polynomial the number of zeros or number of roots, it depends on the degree of a polynomial. So here the quadratic polynomial or a quadratic equation has a variable x which has a degree is 2, so that's why it has two roots. So our answer is false, and reason is that the quadratic equation has only two and only two roots. Now let us come on question number 8. Every quadratic equation has at least one real roots. No, as we have studied that a quadratic equation has always two and only two roots, so our answer is false. Here is reason is given with an example that a quadratic equation we have considered x square plus 4. On solving on finding discriminant, we see that D is coming negative. Here in that case we can see that roots are not real. It means single roots cannot be exist. It means that a quadratic polynomial always have two and only two roots. It never be single root. It will be real or it will be equal. So let us come on question number 9. If the coefficient of x square and the constant term of a quadratic equation have opposite sign, then the quadratic equations has real roots. We have to find that statement is true or false. First of all, recall that an quadratic equation is given by ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Here is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. In the question it is given that the coefficient of x square, which is a, and the constant term, which is c, of quadratic equation have opposite sign. So we have two cases. In one case we can take a as positive and c as negative, or in case 2 we can take a as negative and c as positive. Now here we have to find that given quadratic equation has real roots, it is true or not. So for this we have to find the discriminant. Our discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Here we are taking a as positive and c as negative. So on putting that values, here we can see that d is equal to b square plus 4ac, which is a positive quantity. So our discriminant is coming greater than 0, and when discriminant is greater than 0, so roots are real. So our answer is true. So let us come on question number 10. If the coefficient of x square and the constant term of a quadratic equation have same sign, and if the coefficient of x term is 0, then the quadratic equations has no real roots. We have solved such type of question in last slide. Only difference is that in that case the coefficient of x square and constant term is giving positive, and the coefficient of x term, which is b, is equal to 0. So we have to find that the given equation has real roots or not. So we have to find the discriminant, b square minus 4ac, on putting the value of b equals to 0 and on taking a and c as positive. So we get discriminant is coming negative, which is equal to minus 4ac. It means discriminant is lesser than 0, hence our roots are not real. So our answer is true. So it's a time for to do the practice questions. So in this slide, some practice question is given. Please do these questions at your home. Please do practice of the chapter number 4 at your home. If you feel any problem, so you can write in the comment box in my YouTube channel. I will surely give the answer of your question. Please take care of yourself and of your family members.